I was saying before I got cut off by the camera somehow, this is one of the benefits of having a power mower. It cuts through the grass no problem, but still this thing still cuts. It still does a good job. The lower you put the wheels, then the more it cuts as well. Just as much as a power mower does. So this saves the environment. The old lawnmower we had was a 2 horsepower one, and the good thing about that is it's got of course it's a weaker power, it's weaker performance, but if it still works, right? Like, I mean, Deng Xiaoping of China once said, "Who cares if the cat is black or white? If you can catch a rat, then it's a good cat. If it does the job, it does the job, right?" In this case, this is leaving lots of clippings behind, so you have to go over and over again. But benefits is you don't have to pay for gas. You don't have to change oil every so often, which is very toxic. If you are, and it makes you cough and stuff. But change the oil. See, in this case, it leaves behind lots of strings, lots of strands. Now, the thing that you can also do is use a weaker mower. And I would have to say, when we used the old powerful mower, which is also dead, I have shitty luck with machinery. This old machine had every time I mowed the lawn, it used up about a tank of gas. With the weaker mower, it did the same job. But it used up maybe. It was able to perform. It was able to perform with three cuttings before I had to change the gas or add the gas. But see, this is what I did earlier this afternoon when I was talking about the oil changing ways of the life hacks of how to dispose of your oil properly from your oil pan when you're changing it me and my neighbor, we usually share these responsibilities. We're gonna go show you the performance of this in a better field. I did a video earlier this afternoon and I wanted to show you, but then I realized I didn't film it at all. So in this case, we are leaving behind lots of clippings. This machine doesn't do this very well. You have to go very slowly, very patiently, and you have to go over at the same time over and over again, multiple times. With a lawnmower, power mower, you don't do that. And you see, the power mower also does thatching. So let's do a strip here and see how much. See, we still have a lot of grass sticking up. Go through this really thick stuff here. I had troubles with this even with the power mower, this side. So I'll have it real strong. See, I skipped a rotation there. But this is what happens when you don't have money or you're moving away from the house and moving away from the place soon, and it's very not economically viable to get one of these things. Get a power mower. So, but it's been fun. Like, I mean, it's been fun being an ecological cutter. I mean, I've used this thing for about 2 years now. I like it. But I'm definitely going to be getting an electric mower in the future. Now, electricity is not always the best thing, because you pollution to charge up electricity, right? So, but it's a lot better than gasoline. With an electric mower, you don't have to change the oil. Because with oil, the thing is, oil contains detergents. Ooh, look, see, that's still a nice cut. It's a bit choppy. I have to go over with a weed whacker, but that's a good cut. So that's what this thing does. Like I mean, see, all this toxic, all this stuff was once our came from our lawnmower. This IGO container, yogurt container, is containing changed oil. I have to bring that to Canadian Tire. You can bring used oil to Canadian Tire. And toxic Roundup is a once a year kind of thing, or once every so often kind of thing where save some space there. Toxic Roundup is a once every so often kind of thing where the Calgarian firefighters and the police hold up a situation where you can return things that are toxic. For example, propane tanks that are rusting and stuff that are not safe to use. Bring that to them. Old paint that you didn't have, old paint. So for example, we have I chipped off a lot of old paint here. I'm going to put this into a barrel container, and this is going to be recyclable. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with living in the modern world where chemicals are everywhere, but it is when you need to, when those chemicals are reintegrated back into reintroduced back into our bodies, then we have to really take care of, think good clean of it. But that was fun using this quaint old thing. Like I said, the power mower does a better job. See, there's still some tough grass over there, even though I need to flatten that down. So there's a tough grass there. So, but like I said, if you want a better cut, you just have to lower the blades. But the blades are broken on this thing. Everything in this house is broken, actually. I mean, this is probably this sucker here, this electrical weed whacker. It's probably the only thing that's not broken in this garage that has lasted. I mean, I keep on breaking, these machines keep on breaking down whenever I use them. I don't know why. So when you recycle machines, you got to bring it over to you gotta find a location in Calgary. I forgot where it was to drop off these equipment, because they contain electrodes, and other electronic gears are very toxic as well. So toxic stuff sucks. It's a poisonous world we gotta live in. Gives us all sorts of colors. But that's, again, spending the afternoon in my workshop, and I showed you how to use cat sand to clean up oil residue. And it's just generic cat sand, absorbable. In the 50s, when this is invented, it was actually invented for oil spills, and then they figured out it will be good for cats as well. And then you just dump this onto the cement. You take your feet, you grind it in there. Somehow, Japanese cat sand is different. Japanese cat sand is more like oatmeal. I tried doing that at Llama Island when we spilled some paint thinner and stuff. And sorry, I'm using the soap in my hand. Sorry, I'm carrying the cat crap in here as well. When we went to Llama Island, we often had accidents when we're revarnishing the church's pews. Maybe had to paint the church and stuff blue and heavenly blue and other weird colors, and we inadvertently spill stuff. So I thought that the cat sand was like this stuff, this gritty stuff, but no, Japanese cat sand is very different. It's like oatmeal. So that didn't work out. So on Llama Island, again with toxic Roundup, again with ow, sorry, I stepped on something sharp. With the toxic Roundup, this, because it's China, it doesn't exist because not because they don't want to, it's just that they have a hard time getting stuff out there. So, and people organizing it. But fortunately for us on Llama Island, many green expats have moved there. So we have green. That's the first time I actually bought green soap, green toothpaste. green mouthwash. I think it was Dr. Green's or something. You can get it here. It's called Dr. something. And so that's that. That's using the. That's today we learned how to get rid of some toxics. We learned how to. We saw that the garbage has been emptied. It's good. Now I can work on it. Show you another project I'm going to do. I just need to borrow my mom's car jack. I don't think I have the strength to take a hammer to it. But we can take a car jack to it. I'm thinking. Well, my crazy theory, anyways, is we take a car jack to it, and then we pry it open with the car jack. Oh, so this is where I threw away all those plastic bags. Okay. During my adventures out there in garbage land, I ran into a bunch of plastic bags, old beer bags and stuff, and sometimes they'll be floating right in the river, in the stagnant part of the river. So this is our stuff we can't recycle. We just learned that sad lesson today. I've always been trying to recycle that, but I learned I can't. And this time, I'm smart enough to bring my gloves, because we'll be picking bottles a lot. We'll be using this to carry the ball. We'll be using this bags to carry the bottles and really gross stuff. This is almost Friday. It's almost movie time. Chinook, cinema. These are the 3 bags that we discovered a few days ago. I forgot I brought this bag with me in Toronto, and I didn't want the airport to hear you think this is weird, me carrying a huge load of plastic bags. I think many municipalities have already outlawed plastic bags, so this is going to be where I store my books, my book, my pencil case. As we go about on our way home from school or wherever, lawn chairs or wherever, and this will contain the newspapers. All right, let the cleanup begin. And still, our garbage levels are quite low. I don't think this one has. The one over there has risen up a bit because of the pizza box, but this one's still at this level. We're gonna see at the end of the semester if it's still like that. But that's what anyone can do. Anyone can do this. That's why I thought this is actually for me to remember. Actually, this is for me to remember to do stuff. I keep on forgetting to do stuff, and then the work just piles up, and that's it. That's it. That's my cat blanket there, and I'm gonna take a nap.